Charlie just smiled. Don't worry about it. Your husband has been dealing with their nonsense for years. I'm used to it by now. Okay, Claire nodded. At that moment, the sales agent smiled at Wendy, who had just been complaining. Madam, it's true that here at Thompson we've always considered our villa owners to be our most distinguished residents. Our private swimming pool, exclusive sports clubs, luxury health spas, golf course, and the Michelin-starred restaurant we brought over from Italy are all located in the villa section and are for the exclusive use of our villa owners. Wendy said angrily, "What are you trying to say? That the people who live in the high-rises are nothing? We're spending money too. Why can't we enjoy those amenities?" The sales agent replied, "I do apologize. We also have a clubhouse in the high-rise section. If you purchase a home, you can use the high-rise clubhouse." Wendy pressed, "So I can't go to the luxury health spa? I can't go play golf?" "No, I'm afraid not," the sales agent said. "Those amenities are specially prepared for our villa owners. I'm truly sorry." Harold, annoyed, stepped in. "What is this? We're planning to buy your biggest 2,600 square foot high-rise unit for $167 million. With all that money, you won't let us use the facilities inside? You know what? Forget it. We won't buy it." The sales agent smiled calmly. "Sir, let me explain. When we built this project, we were required by the city to include standard residences. We weren't allowed to develop a community of only villas. That's why we built these high-rises, but everything here is designed with our villa owners in mind. If you can't accept that, you can always buy a villa. Otherwise, this might not be the place for you. To be honest, our high-rise units are selling very well. We sold 80 on opening day alone." Harold's expression turned sour. He thought his threat would make them change their tune, but he never expected them to be so firm. The sales agent's message was crystal clear. Take it or leave it. Furious, Harold blurted out to his parents, "I'm done. Let's go. We're not buying it. We have money. We can buy a place anywhere." His mother, Yvonne, snapped, "Where do you think you're going? This is the house I want, and I'm not interested in looking anywhere else," Harold argued. "Mom, are you serious? We'd just be glorified security guards for the rich people in the villas. They're treating us like second-class citizens. What's so great about this place?" "You don't know what you're talking about," Yvonne said. "So what if the high-rise environment and facilities aren't as nice as the villa area? It's still the best high-rise development in all of Oris Hill. The villa your grandmother lives in is ancient. It was decorated years ago, and I've been sick of it for a long time." Noah, standing beside her, nodded in agreement. "Your grandma's current villa is definitely getting old. The neighborhood is out in the middle of nowhere with no amenities. If you want to grab anything late at night, you have to get in the car. This place has everything right here." Then he added, "I'm with your mother on this. We're buying here." Harold sighed. He had just been putting on a show for the sales agent. He was still annoyed, but then he spotted two familiar faces. His mood instantly changed as he called out, "Well, well, Claire, Charlie, what are you two doing here?" Claire was mortified to be spotted. As Harold's family turned to look, she forced a laugh and said, "Oh, hi. Charlie and I were just looking around." Harold immediately sneered. "Why? You think you can actually afford a high-end place like Thompson, especially with this deadbeat husband of yours?" Harold absolutely despised Charlie, and he was still bitter toward Claire, who had been the company director. Seeing the couple checking out homes in Thompson, he saw the perfect chance to mock them. When Charlie heard Harold insulting him and his wife, he sneered right back. "What? If someone like you can come look at Thompson, why can't we?" Harold sneered. "I can be here because my family can actually afford it. Can you afford to buy a house here?" Charlie just smiled. "And how do you know I can't?" Harold snorted. "Afford it? In your dreams. Do you have any idea how much these places cost? The smallest unit is 1,300 square feet, and it's $10 million. $10 million, you hear me? Charlie laughed. I'm not interested in the smallest one. If I'm buying the biggest. Get real, Harold said coldly. You think you can afford the biggest unit, the 2,600 square foot one? Wendy laughed too. Yeah, Charlie, you think you can afford that house? A place that big, even our family can't afford it. How could you? Charlie looked at her, smiled, and asked, Who said anything about buying it? Wendy snorted. What? Didn't you just say you were buying the biggest one? Backing down already? Charlie laughed. Wendy, you're thinking too small. Didn't you see the model of the villa section over there? The villas are the biggest houses here, Wendy said with disgust. A villa? The smallest ones in there cost tens of millions, and the expensive ones are over 100 million. You couldn't afford one in 1,000 lifetimes. Charlie smiled. What a coincidence. I happen to own one, the biggest one actually. Harold's whole family roared with laughter, pointing at Charlie. Harold said with contempt, You bought the largest villa? Oh my God, are you trying to kill us with laughter? The other customers in the sales office overheard Charlie and started laughing too. Look at that loser, one said. Talking about buying a villa? If he can afford a villa here, then I can buy the whole Thompson development, another customer chimed in. What a load of hot air! Claire was completely mortified. She leaned in and whispered in Charlie's ear. Charlie, what are you saying? Have you no shame making things up like that? Charlie just smiled and replied, What's shameful about telling the truth? Harold doubled over laughing. You hear that? Even your own wife doesn't believe you. Everyone can see right through you. People like you don't even belong in this sales office. After he finished, he added maliciously, Just wait. I'm going to have security throw you out. With that, Harold flagged down a passing sales agent. He pointed at Charlie and said, Excuse me, miss, what's going on here? Why are you letting this kind of trash wander around? This guy has the nerve to claim he's buying your best villa. When you have people like him here, it makes those of us who can actually afford a house not want to buy. The sales agent glanced at Charlie. She could see his clothes were simple, not the attire of a wealthy man. Forget buying a villa. Even the clients buying the smallest 3-bedroom apartments were dressed more impressively than he was. The other people in the showroom started to chime in. Yeah, get this guy out of here, one said. He's totally killing the mood. The sales agent walked up to Charlie and said, Sir, if you're not planning on buying a house, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Please don't disturb our other clients. Claire sighed, tugging on Charlie's sleeve. Let's go, Charlie. We can look somewhere else. Others in the crowd started to jeer. Yeah, get out of here, you bum. Stop embarrassing yourself. Charlie didn't move. He just smiled and said, Do you know why none of you can afford to live in a villa? It's because you're all so short-sighted. With an attitude like that, it's impossible for you to ever live in a villa. Harold scoffed. Charlie, you've got some nerve. Look around. Every single person in here is richer than you. Charlie raised his eyebrows, a smile playing on his lips. Harold, you keep saying I can't afford a villa. So, if I really can afford it, what will you do? Harold roared with laughter, pointing to the tallest high-rise building on the architectural model. He said arrogantly, If you can afford a villa here, I, Harold, will jump right off the top of this building. Many people in the crowd shouted in agreement. Yeah, you broke loser! If you can afford it, I'll jump too! That's right! Count me in on that! I can't stand phonies like him! Claire had never been so embarrassed. She complained quietly to Charlie. Charlie! What are you doing? Why are you getting into it with them? Do you have to make a scene? Charlie smiled slightly. My dear wife, how can you be so sure your husband is bluffing? With that, Charlie pulled a key and an access card from his pocket. He said calmly, "Look, this is the key and access card for Villa A5. Wendy smirked. "Charlie, do you really think waving a key around is going to make us believe you? Do you think we're idiots?" Charlie tossed the key and the card to the sales agent. "Here," he said simply. "Why don't you tell them if it's real?" The sales agent immediately recognized the key and access card. When she saw they were exclusively for the Beverly Crest Villa, she was shocked. Could this man really be the owner of one of the villas? She had just been about to throw him out. If he were the real deal and he got angry, she would definitely lose her job. Thinking of this, she nervously took Charlie's card and scanned it. A computerized voice immediately announced, "Hello, distinguished owner of Building A5, Mr. Charlie Wade. Welcome to your home." The sales agent suddenly gasped. "You're Mr. Charlie?" "Yes," Charlie nodded. It seemed the White family had already transferred the villa into his name. The sales agent immediately returned the card to Charlie, her hands trembling respectfully. In a panicked voice, she said, "Mr. Charlie, I am so sorry. I had no idea you were the owner of Building A5. Please forgive me for what I did just now." Everyone present was completely stunned by the scene. Charlie was really the owner here? Was this some kind of joke? How could a guy like that afford a Thompson villa? Harold's expression was absolutely foul. What the hell was going on? Charlie bought a Thompson villa? He would sooner believe in ghosts than believe Charlie had that kind of power. But what was going on with this sales agent? She couldn't be lying, could she? And she had just scanned Charlie's card. The machine itself had announced that Charlie was the owner here. What was happening?
Wait, that's not the end. You've just had a free taste. Now get the full story on the Pocket FM app, link in description. Check out our next video and playlist, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.